Hi, I'm Katie. Today doing a review of the Moon Gundam and Varguil since they both are essentially the same kit. I just got this like very recently. This is old, like a couple years ago, but they are essentially the same kit. Like the only difference is really the head, the colors, and that Moon Gundam comes with a cycle plate, which is like the so this is the reason I got it on the clear color version. Other people say that the clear color version of high grade kits are like kind of pointless because they lack of inner frames. True. I mean, this one does has a little bit of like inner frame of the legs are more of like a they feel more of like a RG, but the shoulders is pretty basic because I mean even if this is a good high grade, still a high grade. But I do like the look and when you put it on backlight, I feel like it looks pretty good. And then when my smaller kids, it looks a little bit more like a toy. I mean, some people like them to be like a 100% representation of like if they were like real war machines, but that's not like my thing. I like when they look like toyish. So I do like these clear colors versions quite a lot. The only thing is the building then is a little bit of a cutting the plastic is always a little bit of a hassle because of the plastic is much more harder. I'm not sure this plastic age better than the normal one because the normal one is like pretty loose. This is very like this is like 2 years old or 3 years old, and it's already super loose. Is this made of soft plastic? Like, all the articulations are mostly just the same plastic. It doesn't have like polycaps. But the plastic does get pretty loose, especially in the legs and the joints of the legs, also in like the axis of the legs, and in the shoulders in general. It's just pretty loose. I like that this one has these cool stickers you cannot find in the Moon Gundam. They both come with the same rifle, and the axe which you can put in the well, it's not an axe, it's called Bean Tomahawk, which you can put in the backpack. You can storage it in the backpack. So this is the Bean Tomahawk, which looks quite nice. It's pretty. It's supposed to be like the predecessor of like the one used in the Sazabi. It's kind of similar, just much more smaller. You have also a couple of comes with a couple of these like beam daggers, shuriken things that is supposed to throw. Uh, the negative side of this is they can't really hold it. So unless you have like a stand that can actually has like a way to hold this, it's not that useful. But you can actually put it in the arm, um, like a storage here. So it's supposed to work like this. So you can put it like this. It's supposed to be like a some sort of melee weapon. It looks quite good. The effects part are a little bit thick, so they look quite nice. It also comes with action base number 5. In the normal Moon Gundam, the action base is white, but on this one is actually transparent, except for the base plate, which is like translucent white. The Varguil doesn't come with the base because it doesn't come with the cycle frame, so it doesn't need to have a base. The Moon cannot stand with the cycle plate. The cycle plate are too heavy, so it's just gonna make it just fall back. So it has to come with this base. So this is how it looks with the cycle plate with the base. You can also detach the cycle plate. Just attach like you can attach them like a shear, but it doesn't look that great. I'm gonna show you a couple of photos I took with that. It doesn't look that way. It looks better when all the cycle plates are like connected this way. They can actually bend a little bit, so it has like a some curve. This is not the screws of Bandai. You can actually get it in like a Gundam base, or I think like a hobby exhibition. It's quite easy to get and it's not that expensive. Even if you buy from like resellers, it's like maybe like $35. The backpack of this is exactly the same as the backpack of the Varguil, with the exception that the Varguil comes with the funners, which is supposed to be like the predecessor of the Sazabi funners and the gas cylinder, I guess is. You can actually put the cycled plate on the Wagyu to make like the original Moon Gundam as it appears in the manga. The backpack on the Moon Gundam is like some sort of silver, and here is like a very neutral, maybe it's slightly yellowish gray. So the color is gonna look different. I guess I would have to paint this thing. I mean, the cycle plate I think and the Wagyu are supposed to be black. So it's really not color accurate, and you can even change the head if you want to make it like the original Moon Gundam, like how it first appeared in the manga. In the manga, the head should be like Titan color. It should be like uh, the color should be blue or like navy blue or black. But I guess you could paint it because it's like this translucent white. It's pretty easy to paint. So you could put the head. It looks like super out of place, but you could do this. I mean, you could paint this. This is the Valkyrie with the Gundam head and Sacred Plate. I mean, I guess you could just paint the Moon Gundam if you wanted to do this. I think I prefer the colors of the Moon Gundam. Like this is like just purple, like a pretty like washout purple. It's not really that a good such a like a good color. I guess it makes sense because this is supposed to be like a some sort of like prototype, so it's not like a flashy color. So the bag comes with some extra parts, but you cannot really make the cycle plate. It comes with like maybe like half of the plates, but because the plates are not of the same size, you had to. So it's not like you can just match anyone with anyone. You had to match each one with like the right size because they are all of different size. So you cannot really build like the cycle plates with the extra parts of the Baguio. If you wanted to do the Baguio, you had to like just get the Mungo there. So yeah. Oh, we could just change the head. This feels like the Setagonan with the Saku head. I think I could show like the side comparison with the Sazabi. So this is the HG Sazabi, and this is the Mungonan. So you can see the side comparison. The difference is quite big. And this is supposed to be, I mean, this is one of the prototypes of the Sazabi. So the Sazabi is also based on like other kits, I mean, other mobile suits, but in general, this is a very, it's basically like a Sazabi with a more satellite Gundam type of body. The similarities are mostly in the chest, the shoulders, and the butt flap, in the backpack. Uh, yeah, there's quite a lot of similarities between both of them. So yeah, I feel like if you're like a fan of Sasabi, you probably want this one. Or if you're like one of the 3 people who actually read the manga. I hope they make the Psycho Gundam Mark 5 is the predecessor of I mean the one they took the Psycho Blade to. That would be pretty cool. It would be beyond that, but it would be pretty cool. I think that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.